That well is there, and you just keep digging into the well for the strength and the hope to sort of get through every single day. And I do. I dig deep.
And no doubt Shannen Doherty dug deep on Saturday, July 13th. But unfortunately, on that particular day, the well just came up short. And Shannen passed away at the age of 53 after being diagnosed with cancer 9 years ago.
My molecular structure of my cancer cells changed recently. It means that there's a lot more protocols for me to try.
Shannen has been very open about her cancer journey, including on her podcast, Let's Be Clear, which she launched late last year.
For the first time in a couple of months, probably, I feel hopeful because there are so many more protocols now. Whereas before I was hopeful, but I was still getting prepared.
That was from an episode posted 3 weeks ago. And I like that Shannen used the word prepared and not using a phrase like, I don't know, like wrapping up or tying up loose ends. Because no, Shannen was always preparing for the next thing.
Not quite sure I'm ready to like retire.
You will never.
On a final podcast posted 4 days before death, Shannen was planning on some long-term investment goals.
I need to make as much money as humanly possible over the next 2 years, bank it, put it with, my investment place, like build that so that I don't have to work. Then also like when I pass away, my mom's got like a, nice little nest egg and I don't have to worry about her.
And one of the ventures that was going to make Shannen some money and did make Shannen some money was her podcast that she launched in December. And she ended up doing 41 episodes of. And as this has worked out, Shannen kind of put in place that her former Charmed co-star, Holly Marie Combs, had some ongoing income as well.
And I'm very happy to just retire on an island until I come here because I'm sick of the island.
But retirement only is possible when you have a certain amount of money in your bank account.
Sure, that would be nice.
Right.
On Shannen's podcast on July 9th, she and Holly announced that the Charmed Rewatch podcast would be returning after a very long hiatus.
Shannen's always to blame, you guys.
You're the reason. Oh, truly. I'm glad you decided to join us after I asked you a year and a half ago. She takes a lot of courting.
No, I didn't know what a podcast was.
No, you didn't.
I had no idea. I thought it was basically like a TV show, and I didn't understand why there wasn't a deal up front and why I wasn't getting paid.
Right.
I was clueless.
I have that text, or maybe it's an email that says when there's a producer and there's money. And I was like, wait, we're independent. We're broke. We have no money to give you. And you were like, nah, bruh, nah.
And yeah, so Holly went ahead with other cast members, Drew Fuller and Brian Krause, and launched the podcast in September 2022, mainly on Patreon, which is a paid subscription platform. Patreon called the podcast a hit, but I mean, you really can't be making that much money on Patreon. The trio got through rewatches of season 1 and season 2, making for 44 podcast episodes by October 2023, and then it was radio silence. Like hardly any updates about what was going on. And yeah, people were paying $33 a month. All of a sudden, last Monday, it's announced that Shannen Doherty has signed on to be part of the podcast crew.
Found a producer and you found some money. You freak me out when you're like, no, we should do this then and we should do this now and I'm going to make it happen. And then you do.
Yeah, so not only did Shannen secure more of an income and an advance income at that, she also made sure that Holly, Drew, and Brian got paid.
Did find the money.
Yeah.
We had this conversation that we all got paid, and I found iHeart who wanted to do it.
So Shannen was part of the recording for the first 5 episodes. There is 178 episodes of Charmed. And no doubt, Shannen would have got iHeartRadio to sign a contract for all 178 episodes. Funds coming in for Mom don't end with Let's Be Clear coming to an end. Now her mom will be getting Shannen's cut of the revenue generated from the Charmed podcast. Now, since Shannen was only part of the first 3 seasons of Charmed, I bet as part of the contract negotiation process, Rose McGowan has already signed on to join the podcast when they start rewatching season 4 and on for the series. 3 days before Shannen's death, Holly was on KTLA promoting the first episode dropping of the revisioned House of Hollowell with their one additional host guest.
Welcome to the brand new House of Hollowell.
Bump, 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 bump.
So this is cool, right? Like all of a sudden I'm a part of you guys.
She's doing pretty good. She's in treatment right now, which is why I'm here by myself without my castmates. But we spend a lot of quality time together.
After Shannen's passing on Saturday, the House of Hollowell posted a lengthy statement on Instagram today, Monday, paying tribute to Shannen. I can read it to you, but also a new episode of the podcast dropped.
I come to you this evening with a heavy heart.
With an added-on intro from Brian Krause, recorded Sunday, yesterday, the day after Shannen's passing.
Too young too talented, too loving, too grateful, too early. I know we're all honored that you're here with us and that we're here with you.
And again, I'm present to defend myself now.
Exactly. We were lucky enough to record 4 episodes in the last week or so.
I do have your pants.
What?
Whoa.
Yes, she does.
Wow.
It's a long story. We'll save that for another episode. It's a teaser. You're welcome, everyone.
Shannen was just so motivated and determined to help make this show a success. Shannen wanted to get something done. She got it done. I hope you enjoy this next episode as much as I do. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of House of Hallowell.
See, after learning what podcasts were, Shannen's move into that world in her final days plays like a movie. And I'm not trying to trivialize it. It's incredible how perfect it is.
House of Hallowell is coming back.
It is.
It is coming back to iHeart.
Mm-hmm.
So more people will have access to it.
Hopefully, yeah.
You don't have to join
No.
a thing. You don't have to pay extra money. You don't have to any of that.
No doubt that Shannen certainly, thought, okay, yeah, I'm going to get to this world. What's going to happen if I happen to pass away?
Before I was hopeful, but I was still getting prepared.
I'm sure she's thinking, I could pass away at some point in this run. I want to secure these people as much as I can. So, I'm going to use my power and get them a contract with iHeartRadio. And that's what she did. But yeah, I think we're seeing what an incredible woman Shannen was and how she's leaving her loved ones. But yeah, what are your thoughts?
She's had a long-lasting impression on me.
I'm determined to outlive almost everyone.
Yeah.